Yeah, it was a rainy evening on a Tuesday when that man came into my office. Name was Teddy Spaghetti, he said. I certainly didn't believe him, but sure needed the money. Anyway, I took his payment, and I was off to find this dame with the greatest set of gams.
I was the victim of cyber violence at the hands of a crippled man who lived with his parents. So, do you have your notepad out? So this guy, he's in a wheelchair.
So you say he was in a wheelchair, man.
And what you have to understand is he made fun of somebody whose wife just died.
Sounds like he made fun of somebody's dead wife, yeah? Sounds like a real ne'er-do-well.
I don't know if you know this. I'm the Dark Lord. And I have a people that follow me called the Vile Dread Ilk. And they do my bidding and do evil things for the Dark Lord. I believe you can dox your enemies. And I believe you can call the police on crippled people.
Sure thing, Mr. Spaghetti. I'll be on a train uptown to have a word with this guy and make sure he won't be carving your marinara anymore. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take the train. Unfortunately, planes are very expensive, and common detective like me can't afford one. Yeah. It was a tough time out there. Not a lot of work coming in, see? Best work you could get as a detective at that time. During the Depression, working for the robber barons, breaking up strikes, trying to get these union communists out of here. But now here I was working for Vox Day, and I had no idea where I was going to do. I was all confused. Up was down, down was up, and all I could think about was this dame. All I remember was getting an envelope full of cash that had the name Teddy Spaghetti on it, and instructions to meet him at the train station. So I headed down there in the rain, smoked my last cigarette on the way. But when I got there, Teddy Spaghetti had already left, and there was another note in its place. I spoke with that Owen Benjamin fella. Turns out he gave me a lead. Some gangster by the name of Mersh. Said you could find him at Club Nightwave. Said the man tried to murder his family. Tried to rub him out, see?
Hey, listen here, cop. We don't take kindly to you around here. If you want to pay for drinks, that's fine. But I don't want you bothering my customers.
Nah, I promise. I'm just here for a drink. I promise I won't bother nobody. But there I was, having a drink with my black piano friend. Even though I promised not to make trouble, somehow trouble always finds me. And I met one formidable Owen Benjamin. First time I'd ever seen this tall drink of water. The man was tall, crazy, and nuttier than elephant shit. But I had to get the case. So I had to get him to talk. I'm Detective Ken Fresno, looking for a man named Mersh. A man in a wheelchair, you might have seen him. He's got wheels for legs, you see. He's very easy to spot. He's got wheels for legs, and he likes to troll people on the internet, you hear?
Mersh actively trying to get people to come hurt my family.
This Owen Benjamin fella calls himself Big Bear. Says that this Mersh guy sent a hit squad after his family. Yeah, some of the best hitmen in the Midwest there. Like a midget at a urinal, I was gonna have to stay on my toes.
Anybody know who you are? Who are you?
Detective Ken Fresno. The most gorgeous dame that ever walked into my office came in one night.
I need to find my husband. My husband, Vox Day. People call him Teddy Spaghetti.
What did you say this guy looked like, man? I didn't have much interest in finding a husband, but I sure wanted to find my way into her pants. Those legs went on and on like a black guy talking about reparations. She was a beautiful dame. She had a set of stems on her that went longer than a Jew when they're talking about the Holocaust. All I know is I was working for this man and I couldn't get his wife off my mind. I'm looking for this gentleman, this guy by the name of Mersh. He seems like a real skull. Been looking up and down the West Coast for him. I can't find this guy Mersh. Some guy calls himself the Night Daddy. Sounds kinky.
Call me a sellout? Fuck that fool.
I was thinking about that dame upstairs and the way she had looked at me, and I wanted to see her again, close, without all that silly staircase between us. That's right. People were investigating the disappearance of Alex Jones, but it had turned out he hadn't disappeared at all. He was at Infowars.com all along, just waiting for his fans to come find him, see? So we took the train down there to Fresno so we could find out what happened to Teddy Spaghetti's bride. Turns out she was making love behind his back to Mickey Damone, a local hood rat. By the time I got down there, it was hotter than two moths fucking in a wool sock. Looked like I was back to square one. I was gonna have to report back to Vox and tell them the bad news. But unfortunately, there were no telephones available. Mr. Day, we went ahead and ran a trace for you, sir. We looked into the investigation. You're not gonna believe it, but you've been betrayed. It turns out, traced it back to Barcelona, see? Turns out he's trying to get with your wife, you see? Trying to have a swinger party, an old people swinger party in Barcelona. Their whole plan was just to leave you out of it. That man made the best spaghetti I ever had in my life.
The crippled guy, man, I'm not bringing him in. I got it. First of all, you know how much fucking paperwork it is? And then on top of that, the fucking guy is crippled. I don't have any crippled guys on the force. I don't have a fucking ramp at the police station. All my guys got legs. I gotta drag this prick up 3 flights of stairs because he's trolling people on the internet. Look, just fucking leave the crippled guy alone, okay? And I'll tell him to fucking leave you alone, all right, Mr. Day?
Sergeant McNulty, I'm with the local police department down here. Yeah, so check it out. Look, some guy named Vox Day. I don't know if that's even a real name or not. I don't know. It might be a prank. Some guy called the station and said that you were being mean to him, and you were calling him Teddy Spaghetti on the internet. By the way, that was pretty funny. Listen, he wants me to pull you in and break your balls, but look, I don't have time for all that. Just do me a favor. You fucking leave the guy alone, all right? Just do us, you know what I mean? The guy's gonna be calling us like this. Just leave the guy alone. Clearly, he's a baby, and he's not gonna get over it. Why he's calling the cops either, but look, just quit breaking his balls, okay? Because we got, rapes and fucking murders. You know what I mean? I got schwoogies jumping around on top of our cars. We got fucking Puerto Rican Day Parade coming up. Do me a favor, pal. For me, just as a person, I'm not ordering you as a cop. I'm asking you as a personal favor for me. Can you just leave the fuck guy alone? Okay. All right.